Well, a very good evening. Once again, welcome to Hilton Park for this evening's Stones Bitter Championship First Division fixture between Leigh and St Helens. Two sides, of course, that met less than 2 weeks ago in the Challenge Cup semi-final. St Helens winning on that occasion by 14 points to 8. And of course, in the opening match of the season played at St Helens won the return fixture by 50 points to 18. Well, we're back here at Hilton Park tonight. A night that both teams really have got to win for entirely different reasons. Leigh desperate for points to avoid relegation. St Helens, with the championship slipping away from them, desperate for points to try and clinch the runners-up position. But Leigh in possession for the first time. We'll quickly give you the Leigh side. They line up 1 Andy Collier, 2 Neil McCulloch, 3 John Henderson, 4 John Kerr, 5 Ian Jeffrey, 6 Mike Davis, 7 Mike Ford, 8 Darren Ramsdale, 9 Gary Hughes, 10 Derek Pike, 11 Tony Manfredi, 12 Milton Huddett and 13 Tony Cottrell. And Leigh get the first penalty of the game. I'll give you the Leigh substitutes this evening. They're at 14 Phil Johnson and 15 Mick Dean. So Mike Ford taking over the goal kicking role. That one was nearly ours. And Gary Hughes will take the tap for Leigh. So Derek Pike, first man in. Gets it away well to Hughes, on to Huddett. Good tackle coming in from hooker David Harrison. Gary Hughes now. Out to Ford. Good tackle coming in from prop forward Tony Burke. Mike Davis now with the kick to try and split the St Helens defence. That should be an easy one for Phil Vivas to pick up though. Good tackle coming in from Mike Davis. So I'll quickly give you the St Helens side. They line up 1 Phil Vivas, 2 Barry Ledger, 3 Paul Loughlin, 4 Mark Elia, 5 Dennis Litherland, 6 Sean Allen, 7 Brett Clark, 8 Tony Burke, 9 David Harrison, 10 John Fieldhouse, 11 Chris Arkwright, 12 Paul Forber and 13 Bernard Dwyer. And the Saints sub this evening are at 14 Brian Pearce and 15 Paul Hopkins. So St Helens spreading the ball from inside their own 25, not breaking the Leigh defence down at the moment. Leigh doing a good containing job on St Helens at this spell. Long pass out by Fieldhouse, finally picked up by Litherland. Dodges inside 3 tackles. Last tackle coming up indicates our referee this evening, who's Mr. Kevin Allett from Southport. Good kick down centre field, picked up for Leigh by fullback Andy Collier. So Collier stopped 10 yards short of the halfway line. And Manfredi on the run for Leigh. Runs into the second row pair of Arkwright and Forber. And Leigh move it left. Another high tackle. This time John Fieldhouse is the culprit. Leigh get the second penalty of the game. We've had 3 minutes and no points on the board as yet. So Phil Ford, beg your pardon, Mike Ford of course, getting him crossed with our substitute this evening, Phil Johnson. So Hughes with the tap, going on his own, finally stopped by his opposite number Harrison. Ford now, out to Davis. Davis tries to go alone as well. He stopped just short of the St Helens 25. Hughes now out to Huddett. Huddett drives in, runs into Dwyer and Arkwright, makes it into the visitors' 25-yard line. Hughes now out to Pike. Derek Pike going alone as well. The 2-man tackle stops him. The ball comes loose. Referee allows play to continue. He hasn't wiped the slate clean. So Manfredi attacked in halfback. Out to Ford. And finally Leigh knock on, loose possession. Saints pick it up. They have an overlap, but Arkwright doesn't release the ball. Well, with me in the commentary position this evening, I've got Ron Hoof, who is the St Helens commentator. We'll be having a few words from him later in the game. Saints throwing the ball about in their own 25. Clark now gets it on to Burke. Burke breaks out of 2 tackles. Leigh pull him down 12 yards outside his own 25. Sean Allen there gets it inside to Fieldhouse. Good pass out to Dwyer. Clark knocks on, referee says he went backward, gets it out to Burke. So both sides are a little uncertain of their handling in these opening minutes. Arkwright now. Leigh stopped the ball in the tattle. Last one indicates the referee. Beavers with a kick ahead. Well taken by Jeffrey, but Beavers makes the stop. Leigh back in possession midway between the halfway line and their own 25. Collier going from the acting halfback, runs into Harrison, shrugs him off. Falls to an Arkwright tackle. Davis now. Inside to Ramsdale. Kick comes in from forward. It's a good long driving kick. Beats Litherland, finds touch in the St. Helens 25, and we'll have our first scrum of the game. Comes after 6 minutes play with no points on the board. Mike Ford to feed the scrum for Leigh. Possession to Leigh. Kerr goes without it. Collier picks it up behind him, and the referee brings them back for a knock-on. So Leigh squander their best chance to date, and Saints will have the head and ball at the scrum. St. Helens get a penalty before the ball goes in. 7 minutes on the watch, still no points on the board. Leigh penalised 10 yards further back for dissent. Sure that won't please coach Billy Benyon. Paul Laughlin with the kick for touch, takes play just inside the Leigh half. So Harrison with the tap, on to Fieldhouse. Dwyer out to Burke. Harrison attacked in halfback to Dwyer, on to Arkwright. We bring him forward, but Leigh were waiting for him. And Leigh are penalised for holding down again, and Saints get their third penalty inside a minute, and Paul Laughlin will no doubt go for goal from this position. So the league's leading goal kicker, Paul Laughlin, with the first scoring attempt of the evening. Wide of the near post, and Leigh will be quite content to drop out from their own 25-yard line. We've had 9 minutes of this first half here at Elton Park, still no points on the board. Drop out coming from forward. Allen attempts to play it with his feet. Picks it up second time, Kerr makes the stop. Fieldhouse from the acting halfback. Gets it out to Burke. Burke on to Arkwright. Arkwright gets it out to Vivas. Out to wingman Litherland. Enterprising play by St Helens. That's the best open rugby we've seen in the first 10 minutes. Dwyer well stopped. Has he got the ball? Right now. Leigh's got to stop Saints moving in the forwards. Harrison now out to Clark. Kick ahead by Clark. Knocked down. Possession again. 6 more tackle indicates the referee. Harrison gets it out to Fieldhouse. Ball thrown away by Fieldhouse. Goes out of play. Will scrum it on the far side. Ford to feed the scrum and Leigh get a penalty. So Mike Ford with the kick for touch. Gary Hughes with the tap, 10 yards from the St Helens 25-yard line. On to Ramsdale. Ramsdale stopped short of the 25. They move it left now with Ford. On to Manfredi. Manfredi stopped by Lachlan. Still short of the 25. Kerr from acting half back to Davis. Davis going back the other way. Tries to tunnel his way under. Can't get past Fieldhouse. Kerr now to Ford. On to Pike. Long pass out to Cottrell. Inside to Henderson. Saints quick to close that gap. We know the pace of John Henderson. Kick comes in from Cottrell. Bounces out of play and will scrum it over on the far side. Penalties 3 each at the moment. Clean scrums 1-0 in Leigh's favour. That makes it 2. No way through for fullback Collier. Fever's the man making the stop. Davis tries to dodge through. Leigh a little slow to regroup from that scrum. Pike now. Long pass out to Kerr. Kerr looking for the space. Can't find any. Pike now. Leigh skipper driving in. Gets it out. There'll be 6 more tackles for Leigh. St Helens played it. Cottrell on the reply, runs back into trouble. Referee wipes the slate clean. Leigh gets 6 more. Leigh finding these St Helens forwards a bit of a handful at the moment. Saints giving nothing away in defence. Forward now. Break on from Hudder, gets it out to Davis. That was better from Leigh, but St Helens quickly closed the gap. Ford now, out to Ramsdale. Ramsdale stopped 15 yards short. Hughes attacked in half back for Leigh. Pike. Last tackle this one indicates referee Allett. Poor drop goal attempt from Ford, and Saints will tap from their own 25. Well, certainly defences have been on top so far in these opening 12 minutes. But with the match expecting so much from both sides and meaning so much to both sides, that's all one can expect in the early stages. Harrison now attacked in half-back. It's out to Forber. Clark now. Solid tackling by Leigh. Leigh were up very quickly. The Saints passing a little static on that occasion. Solid defence once again by the home forwards. Kick will come in from Lachlan. Collier picks it up for Leigh. Collier makes it into the St Helens half before he's pulled down. McCulloch having a go from the acting half-back, makes 10 yards. Ford now out to Pike. Pike drives him. The defence of these Saints forwards is there for all to see this evening. Ford with nowhere to go. Huddart looking for the kick. Sit inside to Ford. Out to Kerr. Kerr well tackled from behind by Allen. Last one indicates the referee. Ford now. Comes off Ledger. Gets it out to Vivas. Vivas stopped inside his own 25. So now what can St Helens do with the ball? Another scrappy pass. So our break on here for Fieldhouse. Good tackle cut, but a beautiful pass inside to Elia. Elia gets it out to Loughlin. Bit of a wild ball. The attack lost its momentum with that pass. Clark now. Gets it out to Arkwright. Arkwright inside. Good support here from St Helens. Forward pass indicates referee Allott. So it'll be head and ball to Leigh at this scrum. Ford to feed. Possession to Leigh, out to Davis. Long pass out to Henderson. Henderson forced back inside into Vivas Tattle. Davis now. Davis attempted to duck under a Tattle there. Leigh slow coming up, there goes Huddart. Good tackle by Dwyer though. Ford now to Pike. Leigh lose the mood again. Forber and Burke make the stop. Ford now gets it out to Davis. Collier coming in. Fine break by Leigh. Good defence from St Helens in the end. Last tackle though. Ball lost. Referee has given a penalty, I think, to St Helens, or has he given the turnover? No, he's given the sixth tackle and he's given a turnover in St Helens' favour. Well, St Helens with Arkwright from inside their own 25. Leigh had the better of the territorial advantage so far in this first half, but Saints certainly look dangerous on the break. But there's not been many breaks to shout about as yet. Ledger now. Well, good kick ahead by Ledger. Collier gets out of the tackle, makes it to the halfway line. Boy stopped by Loughlin and Clark. Jeffrey from acting half-back now to Davis. On to Manfredi. Manfredi tries to straighten the move up, but there's three Saints forwards waiting for him. 18 minutes of the match gone, no points on the board as yet. Ford now for Leigh. Out to Davis. Davis steps inside with two tackles. But neither side capable of making a clean break as yet. Ramsdale. Good running this time by Ramsdale. There goes Cottrell trying to surge up the centre, but once again the Saints' defence is there and the referee indicates it's the last tackle once again. Oh, they are. An interception by a St Helens player, which didn't come off. Leigh get the ball back, 6 more tackles. McCulloch tries to go it alone, gets past one tackle. Leigh still 10 yards short of their opponent's 25-yard line. Ramsdale now. Ramsdale well stopped by Arkwright. Pike now for Leigh. Huddart trying to get through the middle. There's no way through these St Helens forwards at the moment. Hughes now to Pike. Pike gets it inside to Ford. Forward to Davis. Davis back to forward. On to Hughes. Better play from Leigh. Keep it going to Cottrell. Last tackle again indicates the referee. Inside break. No try indicates the touch judge on the far side, and Saints will be allowed to tap from their own 25. Well, certainly in these opening 20 minutes, Leigh have had the better advantage territorially, but they've yet to find their way over the St Helens line. Burke now. Good tackle coming in from Huddart. Clark now for St Helens. On to Allen. Harrison attacked in half-back. Set out to Dwyer. Good tackle. Ball thrown wildly, finds its way out to Loughlin. Good chance for Saints here. Loughlin steps inside Kerr, but not Cottrell. Beavers attacked in half-back, out to Clark. Onto Fieldhouse, inside to Arkwright, to Clark. Fine break by Clark. Long pass out to Litherland. Ball still going. Saints stop short. Great defence by Leigh, but solid attacking by St Helens. Good line out here for St Helens. Momentum is lost. Arkwright stopped. Last tackle indicates the referee. And certainly that was the best attacking chance that St Helens have had. Beavers now. Out to Ledger. Kick inside by Ledger. What's the referee given? He's given a 25-yard tap for Leigh, and Leigh were a little slow to try and cover that cross kick. So things beginning to warm up with 22 minutes of the game gone. Pike on the drive for Leigh. Ramsdale now for Leigh. Runs into Arkwright. Still waiting for the first points of the game. Forward. Good kick from forward. Not going to find touch. Bounces kindly for St Helens. Vivas picks it up inside his own 25. Good tackle again from forward. And Leigh get possession from the play of the ball. So, Leigh on the upsurge here. Kerr breaks through. John Kerr scores Leigh's first points of the evening. The try after 23 minutes. Just the start that Leigh wanted. They lead St Helens by 4 points to 0. St Helens a little slow getting back there. And once Leigh, of course, go into this game without a recognised goal kicker, and again no one comes to take the kick. Well, no Leigh player has gone to take the kick. The referee is amazed by this. Tony Cottrell is the man stepping up to take the kick. This is quite amazing. Leigh's number one goal kicker, of course, is Chris Johnson, who's injured. Now Ian Jeffrey's coming up. Well, Tony Cottrell's done just about everything for this Leigh side in the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's played prop forward, second row, now he's loose forward tonight, and almost a goal kicker. That's disappointed the crowd. So Ian Jeffrey from in front of the St Helens post. Adds the conversion. Leigh go into a 6-point advantage with 24 minutes of the first half gone.
Dave Tinsley, please report to the Secretary's office. Dave Tinsley to the Secretary's office. Thank you.
Right, so Paul Loughlin with the restart. Taken by Cottrell for Leigh. So Leigh from 10 yards outside their own 25 with Manfredi. Manfredi loses the ball. Saints come up with it. Loughlin out to Clark. Pass from Loughlin a little early. Clark lost his footing. So Saints from just outside the Leigh 25. They want to get back at their opponents as soon as they can. There goes Burke. Harrison. Going from the acting half-back. Almost caught Leigh napping there. Takes Saints into the home 25. There comes Arkwright now. Arkwright tries to push them off, but Leigh know that Arkwright has got to be stopped from moving the ball. Loughlin now to Allen, to Fieldhouse. That pass was definitely forward. The referee brings them back. Bernard Dwyer throws the ball away in disgust, but we'll scrum it just inside the Leigh 25. Scrum's 3-0 in Leigh's favour at the moment. Penalties 3 each. Scoreline of Leigh 6 points. St Helens 0 with 26 minutes of the game gone. Saints win the one against the head. But Leigh penalised at the play of the ball for offside, and Saints centre Paul Loughlin will take his second attempt at goal this evening. So Leigh ahead by 6 points to 0 at the moment. Paul Loughlin unsuccessful with his first attempt. Now takes his second. And he misses again, much to the relief of the Leigh supporters and players. And so we've had 27 minutes of the first half here at Hilton Park, and a scoreline of Leigh 6 points, St Helens 0. Forward with the dropout, it's a bad one, taken by Fieldhouse. Fieldhouse wanted to unload the ball, gets it out to Dwyer. Harrison now, it's it out to Arkwright, on to Burke. Harrison out to Arkwright. Clark now, Clark trying to change the tempo of the game. The pass was not good enough. The final pass went astray and into touch. St Helens have been the team to respond to that score from Leigh. They've certainly raised their game a gear. They want to get points back off their opponents. Forward with the feed. McCulloch comes up with it for Leigh. Leigh still struggling to clear their own 25-yard line. Leigh conceded a silly penalty for an incident after the ball had gone. And Leigh once again put themselves under unnecessary pressure. Saints will tap from 5 yards inside the home 25. Harrison with the tap. On to Burke. So Saints move it right with Dwyer to Forber. Good defence from Leigh. Saints move it right with Dwyer. On to Elia, to Loughlin. 3 Leigh men make the stop, but Saints keeping the pressure on the Leigh line. Terrible pass picked up by Dwyer. Saints quick to move it with Allen. On to Fieldhouse. Leigh dragged them back. Last tattle indicates referee Allott. That was a golden opportunity, went astray there for St Helens. Ball kicked. Leigh kick it over the dead ball line, and Leigh will drop out from under their own post. So Ian Jeffrey comes over from the Leigh left wing to make the drop out from under the Leigh post. Good kick, picked up by Loughlin. Retakes play right back, almost to the Leigh 25. And so with St Helens on the attack on the Leigh 25, I'd like to bring in Ron Hoof to do the commentary for the last 10 minutes of this half. Over to you, Ron.
Thank you, Derek. Well, I'm here by kind invitation of Derek Disley and Bill Leigh, your Leigh video team, and it's Saints on the attack now. Putting Brett Clark there, just making the line and going over to the left of the posts. The last 5 minutes, Saints putting Leigh under a bit of pressure. Well, a lot of pressure, in fact, as it's been mostly Leigh this first half. Score now 6 points to Leigh, 4 for Saints. Leigh going into a 22-minute lead with a Kerr try converted by Jeffrey. And as I say, Saints putting Leigh under a lot of pressure there. And a 31st minute Brett Clark try. Brett Clark going in for his 19th try of the season, just to the left of the posts. Should be just formality for Paul Loughlin now. Unfortunately, he missed 2 penalty conversions this evening, but this one goes over no problem. Paul Loughlin there slotting his 159th goal of the season over, leading goal scorer and points scorer in the Rugby League this season, and making the scores all square now, 6 points each. If Saints can just stick hold of this ball, Leigh are moving up very quickly at the play of the ball, so if they can just move it over the heads of this Leigh defence, I'm sure more points will come forward. Anyway, Leigh kick off. Bernard Dwyer now brought down by Derek Pike. Leigh captain, fine ball playing forward. Dave Harrison acting halfback, and Saints moving it left. Tony Burke, but it slips through his hands. Ball goes to ground. Leigh on it. In Saints 25, bringing it crossfield. Brought down midfield there. Chris Arkwright, Paul Farber and Dave Harrison. Leigh now changing direction. Ball goes down. Back to Saints. So Dave Harrison to restart. Paul Farber acting halfback, coming away on his own, creating a bit of space now. Dave Harrison again, moving it left onto Bernard Dwyer, looking to create space. Brought down midway between the 25 and halfway line in Saints half, and Saints now bringing it right across the line. Chris Arkwright looking for the half gap, trying to feed onto Sean Allen, standoff for today, but unfortunately couldn't let it go. But Phil Beaver's in the lineup now, onto Mark Elia. Well brought down here forward for Leigh and Kerr. Sean Allen taking it away, feeds onto Mark Elia, tries to beat one, takes it back to Paul Loughlin. Driving forward, approaching the halfway line, strides through, stretching his legs. Paul Loughlin taking it over to that left wing, feeds inside, but the Leigh player there drops on the ball, and Leigh quickly spread it out. Going midfield now, Leigh in possession. Good run from Paul Loughlin, but the ball coming out loose, and Leigh in possession. Manfredi now brought down right in front of us. Paul Loughlin, John Fieldhouse and Paul Farber bundle him down. Leigh taking it to the right. Going midfield now, young Davis. Lively standoff this lad. Creating plenty of space there, going through. And Saints duly penalised. A offence there at the tackle. Referee Allott going up, having a look at young Davis, the standoff. Also taking John Fieldhouse over to one side, having a word with him. Goes a penalty to Leigh. About 35-40 yards from Saints try line. Score all square, and 5 minutes left of this first half remaining. Jeffrey, left winger for Leigh, going to line up, see if he can convert this penalty award from referee Allott. Leigh with a good win last Sunday here at Hilton Park, beating Hull 22 points to 10. But Saints unfortunately couldn't do the same as we visited the Boulevard the other week, being comprehensively beaten 36-22. And Jeffrey taking the penalty kick, taking it to the left of the posts, taken by Paul Loughlin. Dummies, drives forward, tries to get out of his own 25, but Leigh well up there. Leigh play kicking at the play the ball, so the tackle count start again. Back to 1. And Dave Harrison coming away quickly at the play the ball. Very lively customer, this Harrison, driving away at the play the ball very quickly, gaining valuable 10-15 yards. So Saints bringing it right. Onto John Fieldhouse again, being brought down, all on the 25. Saints moving it left. Tony Burke driving forward. Dave Harrison again goes on his own down that left wing, feeds on to Dennis Litherland, steps out of one tackle, but Leigh quickly up to stem the flow. So it's the last tackle now of this set of 6. Ball coming back to Saints, back to Phil Vevers. Grubbers for touch, finds touch about 10 yards short of the halfway line. So we're scrumming down now. 10 yards inside Saints half. Leigh mopping up at the scrums at present, but being penalised for loose arm at that scrum, so penalty kick to Saints. Paul Loughlin stepping up now, kicks downfield, valuable 20-yard kick there, so Dave Harrison to restart, 10 yards inside Leigh half. First man in, John Fieldhouse. Drives forward, spreads the ball out to Bernard Dwyer. Coming crossfield now, Sean Allen, dummies one way, takes the ball, beats a couple of tackles, still going forward. Leigh finally bundle him down. Dave Harrison for Saints now, acting half-back position, bringing it right, taken by Bernard Dwyer. Brought down midway between the halfway and 25 in Saints half, and Mark Elia acting half-back, taking it left. Brett Clark loop movement with Chris Arkwright, but the ball goes to ground, knocked on. So scrum down midway between the halfway and 25. Ford to feed for Leigh. Ball going with the feed, and Leigh bring it away, take it over to the right wing. So Leigh still in possession. Hughes onto Pike, over here to Kerr. Lively customer this Kerr. Good eye for a gap, saw the gap, scooted through, but Bernard Dwyer bundles him down. Oh, it's Leigh coming away again.
Never take the dummy.
John Fieldhouse finally completes the tackle, and Leigh bringing it right onto Ford. They're going crossfield, short ball onto Kerr. Phil Vevers there. Kerr dummying round, finally bundled down. Slight hint of obstruction with the Leigh player there, but Saints, Chris Arkwright and Phil Vevers, I think it is, finally bundle him to ground. But it's Leigh still in possession. Derek Pike, short ball there onto Davis, I think it is. No, Ford. And it's the last tackle of this set of 6, right in front of the sticks. Will Leigh have a go for a drop goal? Lining up back to Ford. He kicks forward. The drop goal is charged down. The tattles they're waved off by referee Allen, so it's Leigh with another 6 tattles to see if they can make it count just before half-time, spreading the ball right. The ball going across the line there over to Leigh right wing, but going into touch, so it's a scrum down approximately 10 yards from Saints try line. Only a matter of half a minute of this half remaining, with the scores all level, 6 points apiece. Brett Clark to feed this scrum. Ball coming out with the feed, onto Phil Vevers. Saints still in possession, Leigh moving up very quickly onto Bernard Dwyer, coming crossfield, tries to release the ball to Mark Elia, but good solid Leigh tackling, clamp his grip, he can't release that ball, but Saints moving away with it again. Dave Harrison knocked in our pack, moving it left to Chris Arkwright, looking with a half gap, tries to flick it back to Dave Harrison, but good solid Leigh tackling, bundle him down, and it's Saints moving it left again. John Fieldhouse beats the Leigh defence, tries to feed onto the ever alert Brett Clark, and there's the final the half-time hooter, with the score at 6 points each. A 22-minute Kerr try for Leigh with the Jeffrey conversion, and then after some extensive Saints pressure, Brett Clark going in for a 31st minute try, converted by Paul Loughlin. So the half-time score 6 points all.